Greetings, ascending masters of the new earth rising. We are ascending through the cosmic storm to rise above the mundane and the mediocrity of 3D, to shine our lights brightly into the night, manifesting heaven on earth. We had many powerful waves coming in through the night and all day today of higher dimensional energies. We see now the east of the U.S. is being bombarded with a hurricane and flooding coming in. So as we rise up, angels of the light, we send the waters of the east to the fires of the west, and the fires of the west to the waters of the east. And we see and experience and feel this divine union within the water and the fire. And then we witness it and manifest it without, outside, externally, with our awareness, with our imagination, and with our infinite light that emanates from the still center, the 0 point. Last night in the dark, when I was in the woods, sitting in the roots of 5 trees that merged together, my heart was imploding and exploding, my heart chakra, my soul star, by the Nawal. The voice of the eagle was manifesting through my throat chakra. I'm developing the voice to call to the condor. I'll give you all a transmission at the end of today's. I'll leave that for the very end. And then after that, have a short video with some water medicine of a waterfall that I filmed today that led into the lake. And the waves are crashing with these intense energies and waves and winds as I sit today in the eye of the storm, being the witness to all that is unfolding in this realm and this timeline, and all the timeline merges. Today, on the 17th, we had a 71 hertz blast, amplitude on the Schumann resonance. This was a whiteout on the charts, and synchronic with yesterday's Kin 171. Today we had 121 M1.5 or greater earthquakes the last 24 hours. We had multiple activations in the crown of Lemuria today. This morning a 4.2, 149 kilometers depth in Rat Islands, and that was 177.771. So we had the 177, 771, 77, and the 17 and the 71 coming through all day today. Midland, Texas had the 3.0, another 4.1 in the Crown, Sandpoint, Alaska. We had a trinity from the east into Europe, beginning in Pakistan, a 4.8, with the 12 energies coming in, and then into the portal in Turkey, 4.1, and leading to Greece with a 4.3, 23:32 UTC, the 5.5 coming in. And again today in the sacred portal in Chile, South America, 4.1. Then within the last hour, with the Atlantean energy coming in, Dominican Republic with a 3.2 at 3:23 UTC. So many of us felt this through the night with crown activations, also solar plexus being totally lit up, totally activated. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Tina Hammond. The light has been turned on within the tree of life. Now every branch of history within that tree must be cleared. All karma of the underworld, roots, the earth, trunk, and the cosmos branches will be cleared and transmuted. We will leave behind that which no longer serves our universe's divine alignment with freedom, sovereignty, and unity consciousness. Many will feel this transmutation in a very physical way. Do not equate these feelings with your well-being. Feel them, recognize them, and allow them to pass. This clearing is imperative. We are ready for the next step into a whole new world. Let there be light. And a new update today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Michael Love, the Event 2020 Earth Frequency Update. Can you feel the intense, high vibrational energies coming into Earth? The Earth Alliance is reporting at this hour that a powerful 40 Hz 5D gamma light beam was directed towards Earth 2 Earth hours ago by benevolent light forces. This intense gamma blast impacted Earth's atmosphere with incredible speed at approximately 10 a.m. Eastern this morning and is still sustaining at this time at the 40 Hz 5D level as shown on the Schumann resonance graph. These cosmic light waves are not coming from Earth's sun, but originate in the galactic core referred to as the central sun, and are being deflected to Earth intentionally by light forces for the purpose of triggering an evolution of consciousness on planet Earth. These 40 to 100 Hz light rays being directed towards Earth resonate at the fifth dimensional gamma level and instantaneously recode DNA to a higher order. Delta forces are closely monitoring these energy levels around the planet today as the frequency continues to elevate. As we move closer to the weekend, starseeds all around the world are already escalating reports of moderate to strong ascension symptoms from this latest light blast. Data stream update 9/17/2020. The Earth Alliance is still processing the latest light forces transmission, which will be presented to the starseeds of Earth this coming weekend. Let us know what ascension symptoms or life changes you may be experiencing from this latest wave of 5D light. Buckle up for a super galactic ride as planet Earth moves back into the glorious light of the central sun and the new golden age of Aquarius. Godspeed. 5DEarthProject.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Sandra Walter, Divine DNA Decree. I call forth the diamond shining cosmic Christ light, purification, love, mercy, and forgiveness to flow through me. Cleanse my physical vehicle, my emotional fields, my brain and thought patterns, and my light body from all discordant activity from first separation until now. AscensionPath.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Speak from the depths of your heart and soul, your innermost being. For it is when you speak your own inner truth from an open and loving heart that you allow your soul to take wings and to soar and to fly. For what you speak may be the seeds which you need plant in the heart and souls of those already to be lifted by it. For when one shares with the pureness, loving intent, and the highest truth within, one is sharing from a much higher soul self. It is a soul self which is infinite and fully embraces the I am that I am. When the heart center opens, it becomes like a radiating bridge of love and light, which then moves directly into the heart center of all around it. Indeed, you need not even open your mouth to speak. Your whole energy system, radiating forth from your heart and soul, will touch theirs in ways you cannot even imagine. For an open heart center finds other open heart centers, as all is one. Such is the beauty of the present we are in. Such is the gift of this moment. As we open our heart center in stillness and quietude, in the absence of all which may distract, we open ourselves to the infinite, the ultimate, the source of all love, light, and wisdom, as within us. Note the shift. Note the shift is within. As we shift within, all shifts without. It is the time of the great return of the power of love and the wisdom of all ages. The heart knows, and as you are hearing this, allow the outpouring of divine love to touch you, embrace you, and fill you. From JudithKusel.com. And today from Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Happy Virgo new moon, beloveds. Yeshua, our Messiah, awaits you now. The entire plant, animal, and crystal kingdoms serve only one Grail code now, Yeshua. This is due to our new earth prophecy being fulfilled by the heavens of Yeshua's request for the 9. The Andromeda toroidal access field is complete. Yeshua, our Christ and Lord and Savior, is also complete. We're being asked to continue walking forward with Jesus away from darkness and disease. This includes moving forward and releasing the control over your other's progress and full surrender. There is divine intervention today, offering freedom from being stuck, waiting on a mate that isn't engaging with you. The cycle of putting your life on hold, alone, waiting, being lonely, and emotionally unfulfilled is ending. The collective seed point of this has been cleared. Today's new moon opens a new path of freedom and forward motion into our new earth, messianic kingdom, and kingdom marriages. If you would like, in Jesus' name, to receive your new earth Holy Grail marriage with your Holy Grail cup and your new earth bride, bridegroom, Holy Grail counterpart that the Most High has chosen for you now, say yes. Say yes in Yeshua's name. Amen. Amen. The cleansing of the land and the soul is purifying us all, including Gaia, for our new earth ascension process. Through this purification, clarity, honesty, and truth within, self is happening for what you really desire, unapologetically for yourself. Today's the day to be very clear on this, setting your intentions in love and life and speaking it into existence. From KundaliniTwinFlames.com. Today from Isis Channelings. New moon in Virgo, foundations are shifting. Can you feel the old timelines wobbling and crashing around you, even the ones that you built by brick in the hope of building a sturdy new foundation? Turns out nothing is as it had seemed, the old peeling away like a layer of cheap paint to reveal the cracks and dents in the foundation that now need to be addressed pronto. New moon in Virgo means business. Get your gloves and boots on and get to work. Re-strategize, reprioritize, reorient your resources. Find the weak links, as you are only as strong as the weakest link in the chain. The foundations are shifting, physically, energetically, and emotionally. If you find yourself being dunked into the depths of these fast-moving energies, call in the whale medicine to bring you up for some fresh air, perspective, inspiration, direction, and clarity. Venus, Inanna, is at throat chakra, so sound will play an important part in your healing, rerouting, navigation, and as a means to tune into your inner voice, the only GPS that can assist in navigation through these foundation-shifting tsunami waves crashing around you. Cleanse, declutter, prioritize, organize one step at a time. Sound alchemy and breath work to center and balance and reorientation. Be light in grace. IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Dana Zia. Beloveds, take heart. No matter what is unfolding, feel into the divine perfection of all that is. On another timeline, Sophia Gaia has already ascended. So have we. Remember, destruction comes before rebirth. Throughout the ages, this is what occurs. Nothing is to be taken personally. It's part of our ascension. Sophia Gaia is showing us the way in all her compassion and grace. We've got this, diviner. New moon in Virgo, dark night of the soul. The moon disappears from our skies completely on September 17th at 4 a.m. Pacific time. Not that this is anything new for the West Coast, where we've been hunkered down under a thick blanket of smoke that has blotted everything out of the sky, including the sun and moon. But the night of the 17th will be even darker, dark night of the soul. But we must remember that it gets darkest right before the dawn of light, and I feel that this is what this new moon is. The dark also enables us to see the light from the Milky Way that reflects within us. Virgo is the only sign in the zodiac that is represented by a goddess. She holds a sheath of wheat in one hand and a scepter of healing, harvesting in the other. She is the mother goddess of the universe. She is whole unto herself. She is Mother Nature who brought forth all of life, all order and structure. We are experiencing the great, awe-inspiring force of Mother Nature right now, as our earth seems to be rebelling against all the exploitation of her body. She is expressing her displeasure. Fires are burning, hurricanes and intense storms are lashing out, and a tiny little virus has been let loose on the multitudes, bringing the world to its knees. She is doing this to heal herself and ultimately us. We are all tied together. We must thrive together or die together, and she is making sure we remember this. The new moon is opposed, dynamic polarization, by Neptune, the planet of spirituality and new dreams and vision. It is also trine, harmonic energy, with Saturn, the builder of cultures and structures. So even though this new moon seems like a dark night of the soul, It is new beginnings through dreams and visions. Virgo is also the untangler of energy, and with the flick of her wand can bring order out of chaos. This chaos is the garden being tilled up and enriched with compost, so that new seeds can take root and flourish. Your job during this new moon, and Virgo loves a job, is to dig up the weeds in your garden so you can plan for a better future and plant what you want. Take a good hard look at what weeds are growing in there that you are unwittingly allowing, and roll up your sleeves and dig them out. Look at your garden plan from micro to macro, from personal to global. In 2 months, 2 years, or 10, what do you want to have growing there? Envision it, write it down, and get to work at it. This new moon is ripe and rich with compost to make a beautiful, managed garden for yourself and our planet. Virgo is no stranger to hard work because she knows it pays off in great abundance and order. Take heart and don't be afraid to curate your garden so it grows what you want. From astrologywithdana.com, from Sparks of Divine Light Healing, we have a new moon in Virgo today. This is actually a supermoon. This means the moon will be much closer to Earth. This makes the gravitational pull between the moon and Earth much more intense. It also influences your emotions much more. This energy will feel much like a full moon. We have some intense energies on the way, as this energy will lead us into next week's autumn equinox. This new moon will actually open a portal, leading us into a 2-week window of pure magic. It's very important that you're not only staying positive, but mindful that you're manifesting. A new moon is always strongest the 2 weeks following it, but this moon is charged with the power of the equinox. This new moon is also bringing a new cycle with it. Now is the time to visualize what you would like the rest of your year to look like. This new moon is also bringing through much wisdom from the earth. We will have 6 planets and earth signs with this new moon. We have the sun and moon in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus, and Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. These are powerful placements when it comes to making some big shifts or changes in your life. This is adding some power to your manifestations. This is not the time to worry or be stressed. It's time to get organized and to get focused on your goals. This is also an amazing time to connect with the elemental realms. You're being reminded that you can find magic anywhere you look for it. It is a good time to play with the fairies or to get outside barefoot. This energy should be grounding, and it is the last energy of Virgo season. It's a powerful time for grounding and planting your intentions. Pay attention to how you're feeling in these energies. You should feel rested and recharged this shift. If you're not, time to clear more blockages. This moon should be illuminating areas you need to keep working on. This supermoon will be the first of 3 supermoons over the next couple of months. The energy of these supermoons will lead us into the next eclipse season, December solar eclipse, to open a massive portal of energy. Sparks of DivineLightHealing.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. New moon, September 17, 2020, shifting DNA. This powerful DNA shifting new moon in Virgo is on Thursday, September 17th, 2020. Soon after, on the 22nd, is the powerful shift, the fall equinox. Be prepared for consciousness shifts catapulting you into deeper and deeper states of the eternal self in the here and now. During this process of shifting to your next new level, there may be moments of the dark night of the soul experience. As you make internal peace with fears, anxiety, and lack of self-love, getting through is about realizing nothing happens to you, that everything as the divine self goes through you. As you live through your heart, you live as the moment is all that there is. A new moon always brings the new cycle and new beginning that flow through to the next new moon cycle, October 16th, 2020. Mars square may lead to stressful situations in which you may feel forced to deal with only now, as plans or ideas for a future may shift drastically through this change and shift to being your divine self fully. This is your ascension after all, moving from the head to the heart, which literally means being stepped out of time and free from old beliefs, thus living as if all that exists is only now because that is truth. The new moon quincunx Mars may bring up areas of your existence including potentially all areas of your life for you to examine your intentions. Not only that, but to reorientate yourself with the eternal now and how intentions as the divine being may unfold and be. This new moon trine Saturn may bring out your hidden inner ability to resolve those inner issues, which in turn continues to activate your DNA more and more to being the affirmative divine self through your heart. Take stock now of your intentions and notice how attuned you are to your heart, to your higher self, in the now, to perfect self-love. This perfect self-love is the foundation of perfect trust, perfect union, to the perfect now moment, to the elevation of being as the cosmic God self, the ascended self now. In this, the love, we activate you now, your DNA, your heart, to your forever eternal love and union. Beloved, love now. From the new divinehumanity.com, and today from the Archangelic Calendar, the orbital turn, solar turn blessings, new moon, puja. I use the moon as a rhythmic reminder, a friend, an ally, and an inspiration. Luna is much like you and me, infinitely expanding creator source in disguise. Everything we say and do can always be done in a divine light if we can keep this underlying tone. The following words hail from many different tradition tools and working with your majesty. I offer blessings to my inner child, my inner world, and all of creation with this blessing. List all the things you love and bless them with all your heart. Beauty unfolds easily before the eyes of a child. Therefore I bring myself to a sacred place of inner child magic. Envision yourself as a very young child in your mind's eye. Go into the special place that made you feel magical. Feel the feeling that you used to get as a child when you felt butterflies in your belly and the creative surge soon followed. Create your today through the eyes of your inner child. Feel free to use crayons, Play-Doh, pen and paper, Legos, anything or nothing at all. Be sure to add your inner child magic to this moment. I am a being of great power. I am the creator of my reality and thus have the freedom to wield this divine power. I come forth with a divine heart and divine intentions. Summon forth the following divine flames to your space and time, and allow these flames to engulf your entire reality. In divine ordinance and timing, I summon the lights of infinite source to help guide and imbue my intention with divine love and blessings. Summon and envision rainbow light engulfing your physical body and grounding deep within all aspects of Gaia. Standing in the power of divine self, I summon forth a great portal that connects this time and space to source energy. Envision a portal opening before your very eyes. Use your hands, minds, and hearts to open this portal with divine love. To be noted, quartz crystal helps this process along nicely. If you have quartz of any kind, place your portal above it. I summon the power of the divine within us all, and I imbue this portal with these divine blessings. List the things you are grateful for once more and send them into the portal. Be sure to send positive emotions through as well. It is my absolute intention to bring positive energy and love through this portal and into my life. Envision the blessings you wish to manifest into your life coming through this portal of divine love. Sit and meditate with your inner child. Mitakwiosin, aho. From ArchangelicCalendar.com. Today from the Zolkin Times. Kin 172, yellow, electric human. Electric is the name for the number 3, and its keywords are active, service, and bond. The third day of a wave spell is when things really start to get going. Day 1 identifies the purpose, Day 2 identifies the obstacles, and Day 3 pushes the launch button. This activating energy electrifies any day it falls on. Today is yellow human, which represents wisdom, free will, and influence. So today we activate the human. Yellow human is a vessel that fills with wisdom from spirit. We activate that channel today, and so be prepared for your intuition to bang on. The yellow human has free will to do with that wisdom what he or she chooses. So consider carefully what you share. The message may be just for you. The guide today is yellow warrior, which represents intelligence and questioning. When warrior guides, he is encouraging us to go on a quest. This entails wielding your willpower. Whatever you need to get done today, use a little warrior power to yield results. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow Electric Human, Kin 172, 17 September 2020. Activating Service. 17-9-2020 equals 17-9-22 equal 894 equal 813 equal 84 equal 12 equal 3. 17, leave a legacy, immortality. 8, abundance, infinity, source flow. 9, completion, destiny, service, humanity. 4, form, structure, foundation, earth. 3, Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. Kin 172 equal 10, manifestation, leadership, authority, new beginnings. A divine day to activate our legendary divine service missions. Day 3 in the White Dog Wave Spell of unconditional love, loyalty, devotion, service, friendship, and faith. We are uncovering and healing all that separates us from source love in order to be love. Today we use our intelligence to fearlessly choose the path of service that leads to greater love. Tone of creation. Electric is tone number 3 in the tone of creation. It is the first of the 3 emotional realm tones. Thus there is a very strong emotional charge today, which may create outbursts, tantrums, in those who need to find their balance, particularly as Yellow Warrior is present in the higher guide position. Electric energy may create a short fuse, making things combustible. The battles may arise in order to be resolved and taken to a higher frequency. The electric energy can be better harvested through the higher aspects of this tone, which encompass being of service to others through the action of bonding, that is coming together with others to co-create and be of service. The electric tone beautifully combines with today's gift, White Wind, to focus on divine will and your divine service mission. Will we energize and dwell on the path of greater separation and division, revealed through the battles that may arise, or will we choose the path of greater connection with our planetary kin? We are in control as to whether we shall engage and fuel the arguments and battles. Silence is golden. The power of silence is a very powerful sword to wield. Choosing forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance always facilitates greater union, and in so doing we influence others to act accordingly. We can choose to focus on the emotions that create greater bonding with our beloveds and planetary kin, expressing loving kindness. We can also choose to be of greater service through love and mutual respect of others, choosing the higher path of love and devotion through expressing our emotions in a higher frequency bandwidth. The vibration we emit is all a matter of free choice. What level will you align with today? Unconditional love is activated through honoring the wisdom that is revealed through every choice of kindness, compassion, and harmlessness. Take some time today to purify the wounds of the past decade in order to wipe the slate clean, ready for a higher service mission. Our challenge is to surrender our human will and align with the greater divine will in our destined missions. Open to the magic and be receptive and watch your life magically transform in wondrous ways. Greater devotion through divine service to others is the highest path to pure unconditional divine love. Today's question is, how can I serve Spirit through fearlessly choosing to activate unconditional love, leaving the battles of the past behind? Divine blessings for liberating yourself from the emotional battlefields and rising to a higher plane of love. In La Keka La Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, Kin 172, Yellow Electric Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I activate in order to influence, bonding wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of intelligence. And with our intelligence and divine, pure imagination, let us know in the comments below, beloved beings of light, what you are feeling, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities, and share any stories that might activate, uplift, or inspire others in this great ascension. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below the video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for your support and pledges and donations. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Emily, to our Patreon. Thank you, Divine Sister, for your pledge today. If you'd like to support my mission and work with Prime Disclosure, you can do so at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure, which is first contact with the divine. So in today's reminder of your divinity, divine being of light, I'll take a moment to speak about the kingdom of heaven within you. This is from the Bible, and heaven is that still center, the stillness, the peace, the fulcrum, the sacred eye of our imagination. In Aramaic, which potentially could be the language of Yeshua, who people call Jesus, I say Jesus, Jesus Christos was my teacher's name. So we say in Aramaic, the kingdom of heaven, Malkutha de Shemaya, Malkutha de Shemaya, Malkutha de Shemaya. And we say, seek ye the kingdom of heaven within yourself. The kingdom of heaven is within and all around you. But we don't seek outside that which is internal. We witness it externally as we live from that still center. And that is what also is called living from the heart center. Now with all these activations and waves coming in through the night and through the days, we're feeling these activations in our chakras and in our organs and throughout our vessel. So one technique, and this is a Taoist healing technique, but I've seen it in many different forms and functions. And the key to this technique or process, because in Chinese medicine and Taoist healing arts, we work with the 5 elements and the organs in the body connected to the elements. There's 2 organs per element. So for instance, with these emotions coming up, these negative feelings such as sadness, loneliness, depression, these things, we see in Chinese philosophy and medicine that can affect the kidneys and bladder, and that's the water element. And you could look up 5 elements in the organs, do a Google search, and you can go through and do a whole body healing, going through each element in each organ. But for instance, we have a kidney or bladder problem, such as an infection or pain in those areas, or say the stomach. So we'll pick the kidney and bladder. So you put your awareness into whatever you're feeling there, or just seeing the kidneys and bladder. You can look up an image, look up the biology of the human body if you need a reference, and you put your awareness into the kidneys and bladder. And what we do, we smile into those organs. And this works with any pain in the body. So you have a pain in the back, take a deep breath and a gentle smile, and send that smile to whatever area is affected. And for instance, we'll use the kidney and bladder. So we smile into the kidneys and bladder and send that smile and thank the kidneys and bladder for all the work they do to keep your temple, your sacred vessel, healthy and flowing and keeping it alive. So we send the smile, and then you can say internally, I love you, kidneys and bladder. Send your love and actually tell that organ with your mind. You can say it internally or say it out loud. Doesn't matter. And visualize. You can send the healing light, either the violet ray or white light. Blue is also very powerful. Green. See what works best for you. And you could put your hands on kidney, bladder, lower abdomen. Just keep smiling into that area and breathing deep into the body. You can go through each organ doing the same, and try that with any pain that you feel in the body. I know with a lot of these activations the last couple of weeks, people feel in the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Last night I was feeling massive expansion and contraction. Compression is a feeling. Everything's compressing into its center, its singularity. And as these waves flow in, you may feel, a lot of people feel nausea. You're feeling nauseated. You can ask yourself, can I allow myself to feel this feeling, this nausea, this pain, this pressure? Yes or no? And then say, could I let that feeling go? Yes or no? Would I let that go? And then when? That's the Sedona method. You can look that up on my channel. I taught that one many years ago. I still use it myself at times of stress or pain or any kind of discomfort. So when we activate, put our awareness into the Malkuta de Shemaya, the kingdom of heaven, with great faith, knowing that we have the power to heal ourselves, to heal each other, to heal others, to heal the earth. This is part of the lessons that we're learning through this great ascension, because together our power is magnified, our faith is multiplied, because we have faith in ourself and our oneness with Source, our divinity. There is no separation. Only in the construct of the matrix do we even experience the seemingly separation. So try that out and let us know in the comments your experiences with this method. And this evening, as I was standing on the edge of a cliff, ready to take flight. I'm almost ready, beloveds. My wings are developing. The white gold eagle is ready to take flight. But I won't jump until I'm totally sure that I can fly. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. I'll tell you one thing, brothers and sisters. In the sanctuary, you will never be bored. See, I have to hold back the Heyoka on this channel just so I don't offend too many people. I know the Divine 44 tell me just let loose. They'd love to see the full Heyoka come out. So I'm standing on the edge of this cliff at twilight after the sun sets this evening, calling upon the Great Spirit and the eagle, using my new eagle voice and connecting to the Council of Eight that are being very bad with me. They're being very stubborn. They're playing hard to get right now. I do not know what they're waiting for because the time is ripe. But as I call to the Council of Eight and the eagle makes it the Council of Nine, Gaia sends me 9 geese flying right in front of my face, screaming to me like loud trumpets in the night. I got a blast of that winged nation medicine and sat next to a pine tree, pining about the old world. Pining and whining to the Council of Eight. Brothers and sisters, why have you forsaken me? We all know that story, right? Sometimes you feel abandoned in the night, but that's okay, because we have our swords and shields and our angelic wings to protect us. So fear not, for we are the co-creators and the manifestors of the new earth. So yesterday, as I was being transformed, going nuclear, imploding, exploding, in the heart chakra and the soul star center, it's when my ego voice started coming through that the condor knows well, but I am just learning. So I'll transmit that sound to you, and this comes through my throat chakra, this using the tone of my vocal cords. So you may want to lower your speaker. I don't know how this is going to come through. I've never done it before, record it. But many of you will get a download, receive a transmission from this frequency. Then maybe I'll do it a couple times, playing the little 44-second scene of the waterfall into the lake with the crashing waves. So take a deep breath and put your awareness in your heart center and let go into whatever feeling the sound evokes within you, beloved beings of light. Activate the Malkuta de Shemaya, the Malkuta de Shemaya. Malkuta de Shemaya. I love you all. Namaste. Here we go.